Smoky Room Stories is recorded by immature adults for a mature audience. If easily offended by filthy language, you should stop listening right now. Listener discretion is definitely advised.
So? I don't think I'm decent.
Well, I mean, you're far from decent, but I mean, like, as far as levels go for the mics, we're probably okay.
If you say so. I always think my mic is really quiet.
It doesn't sound like it's really quiet.
But then, like, I gotta remind myself to talk louder, because even though we're, I don't even know what to say right now.
My basement?
We're in your basement. It's late at night, and I'm worried about disturbing the other people that aren't here in your lonely bachelor house.
Well, the kids only come here every once in a while. Like daily, but not in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
They aren't going to knock on the door anytime soon.
Well, that's the thing, is they're not already here. Like, we're technically in your daughter's bedroom.
Kinda.
And I feel myself as we go on through the recording, like my voice starts to drop a little bit, and I start getting a little quieter just because I'm trying not to disturb anyone because it's late.
Well, there's nobody here to disturb except the ghosts.
And I forget that.
There's not ghosts, though.
There's not ghosts? Well, that's unfortunate.
No, I know. It'd be fun if there were.
It wasn't as fun for me.
Why?
I had some bad experiences with ghosts.
Well, we're going to have to cover that.
I don't like ghosts.
Ghosts are fun.
I don't respond well to spooky behavior.
I grew up in a haunted house.
Oh?
I did.
I don't believe you.
Well, that's fine. If you ever come down to my hometown with me, I'll show you around, and you can get the...
I'm not going to Mexico.
It's not... Central Ohio is apparently Mexico now because of the last name. No, it was a little... I think my mom told me that she saw like 2 little ghost dogs in the house, and she talked to my old-ass neighbor.
I don't think ghost dogs qualify as a haunting.
I don't know. She said that she thought she saw like 2 little floaty whatever things flying across, like
I've
running
seen
across.
Floaties a lot. It's usually after I sneeze.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Ectoplasm.
Yeah. I'm not sure that's what it was. I think that might have just been phlegm.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to Smoky Room Stories. I'm Nick, and that's Jason.
And I'd like to start off this one by cursing out my grandmother.
I saw that.
Nana, you were told specifically, don't listen.
Nana,
I don't want to have to censor myself. I don't want to have to worry. Oh, God, she's going to hear this, and now I've got to...
She's
known
you.
Back.
She's known you your entire life.
Yeah, and she didn't know why I missed my high school graduation.
Well, she knows now.
She definitely knows now.
And that's only the beginning, because we've got other recordings already set aside to release.
We are jumping ahead with this one.
Yeah, we're releasing this one that we're recording now much earlier than we had anticipated,
just to address, Nana.
Among other things.
Yeah.
Primarily Nana and her virgin ears, which are no longer virgin.
They weren't virgin ears. My grandma was a whore.
Whoa, she's going to hear that.
I know she's going to hear that.
And she's either going to laugh her ass
off. She was a saucy girl.
She's going to laugh her ass off until she sees you, then she's going to beat your red ass.
She doesn't get around all that well anymore.
Well,
and I'm not going to go to her so she can kick my ass.
She's going to call you.
I'll sit on the other side of the room next holiday.
Right, there you go. Thanksgiving comes around. She's going to be throwing like turkey legs at you and shit.
She's going to have a Thanksgiving for that. Every year she's not doing it anymore.
Well, then maybe we should recruit it. This year, Nana, I don't know, whatever. It's fucking 5 in the morning, man, or whatever, 4:30 in the morning.
Watch your language in front of my grandmother.
She's not in front of me right now, and you just called her a whore. Why do I need to watch anything around a whore?
Look,
I mean, Grandma, sorry.
I love you, Nana.
In all
honesty,
not only are we addressing the Nana thing, but we're also addressing the fact that we just released our first episode. Was it Tuesday? No, it was Thursday.
It was Thursday.
Yeah, we put it up Thursday.
I ran into a bit of a snafu trying to link accounts with like iTunes and whatnot.
Right. But yeah, we wanted to address the fact and wanted to say thanks for everybody that has followed thus far on Facebook.
It's surprising.
Yeah,
As I was
thrilled.
telling you upstairs, we're up to 30 people who've listened, and I didn't think we'd have 30 listens throughout all of our podcasts we release, let alone on the first. I am completely floored.
Yeah, and we've gotten 129 likes on
In a day.
Facebook in a day.
In a day.
That's pretty awesome.
It is.
So yeah, I'm excited about it. I mean, I was excited about it before, but now people are actually interested, or at least they're pretending to be
We
interested.
got people sending messages, leaving comments.
Yeah.
I have a friend that has asked if he could come on and be a guest.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah. So Randy from Big Rock Karaoke, we need a third mic.
Or we should just buy one. They're like $30.
Yeah, that's true. But if you can't use friends, who can you use?
Enemies?
You could, I guess. Yeah, that's the whole point of. But then I don't know.
I mean, you really could use anyone.
That's
you just
true.
have to be manipulative.
That's true. We could, or we could just manipulate our friends and be all right with it. Because
Well, I think that's the
if you
definition
can't manipulate
of
your
evil.
friends, who can you manipulate?
Isn't that the definition of evil?
No. This is for good. We're doing this for good.
I don't subscribe to your morality.
I don't know if I have any.
Uh,
Clearly,
you're evil.
Oh, okay.
Point made.
Anyway, to be honest, yes. Thank you for following us on Facebook. We've been discussing maybe opening a Twitter account. We've been thinking about maybe doing an Instagram. But we do encourage you to write us messages, send us posts, do whatever on Facebook.
Yeah.
And email. We have our email address, smokyroomstories@gmail.com. But yeah, send us messages. Send us stuff you want to share with our listening audience. Right?
Send us nudes.
Yeah. No dick pics. Well, send them to Jason.
Only dick pics. And
Dude, we're going to
Nick,
get hit with so many dick pics.
what's your email address?
It's gofuckyourself@gmail.com.
I remember. You know what? I actually planned on this, saying that
Really?
at one point. Yeah, like
you thought this one out?
send us dick pics and then giving your email, and I've forgotten what the hell your email address is. It's your Wi-Fi password, isn't it?
No.
No, that's your phone number.
Yes.
And now you have to change your Wi-Fi password.
I probably should now. I don't care who's on my Wi-Fi.
Oh, shit.
That's
I
fine.
have your email somewhere on my phone.
Probably.
I'm going to share it.
We're just going to share the Smoky Room Stories at gmail.com. Send dick pics to that if you must.
No, don't.
Why?
Because it's actually linked to my phone. I don't
Exactly.
think it's linked to yours.
No, it's not, and I'm happy for that.
I will forward every dick pic to you.
Please, that's fine, and I will send them to your grandmother because apparently she's really into this. You called her a whore. I'm just assuming. I've never met the woman.
I said she was a whore.
She's
She's not now.
Maybe
now
she wants
she's
to relive
a
the
grandmother.
past.
Now she's a grandmother. She's a nana.
She's going to relive her youth.
That woman is a saint.
I'm sure she is. You called your grandmother a whore.
Back in the day, she kind of whored around a little bit. Picking up guys on CB radios
Oh,
and shit.
man, that sounds like fun.
Grandpa Pop.
Grandpa Pop
That's
was
how
a...
she met Grandpa Pop. Apparently that was a thing back then.
Oh, that's awesome. So anyway, yes, now that that's out of the way, what were we talking about?
Oh, no.
Oh, ghost dogs
Whores.
and horrors.
Oh, ghost whores.
Whoa, that's an interesting concept.
You know what? I got a ghost horse story. You talk about your ghost dogs.
I just did. I'm done with it.
Oh,
That
I
was
thought
it.
you
My
had
mom,
more.
and then just that she talked to my old neighbor who's long since passed, but she confirmed that they had two little puppies that got ran over in the road, and the ghosts of the puppies were there. I do have another story about the house, but please, by all means, go ahead. Tell me your ghost horror story.
Well, I can't really say whore, but it's the time the ghost climbed into bed with me.
Ghosty, slutty.
I hope it was a whore. Whore. Hope it was a ghost whore.
A ghost whore. Well, tell the story. Clear
I'm
your
kinda
ectoplasm out of your throat.
Go get me a beer.
I gave you one.
I drank it.
Well, who's that? Whose fault is that?
Yours for not having more beer.
I know. Well, the last time every time I go to the grocery store, it's like 5 a.m. They don't sell beer at 5 a.m.
Go later.
Then I'll be sleeping.
No, you'll be awake. Then you
No.
won't be sleeping.
But no, I'm gonna
Ghost
sleep.
whores.
Yes. Getting sidetracked.
Yeah, so living with my buddy Steve. Had a room there, and we had all kinds of crazy shit in the house happen.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of build-up to this. Do you want to hear the build-up, or do you want me to skip that and just get to the
nitty-gritty? I don't think we need to have all the backstory.
It was a 45-minute story the last time I told it.
When we lost the recording before, it was a long story. So let's just cut to the bare bones of the.
So we've had a lot of
slutty ghost.
It's not even slutty.
Damn it.
The damn ghost just climbed into bed with me.
Yeah.
I heard the footsteps coming up the stairs, felt the vibrations on the floor. I was laying in bed trying to get to sleep to go to work in the morning. Had to be up early.
Right.
And I felt the damn thing climb over me, press down on the bed. Like I felt the indent on the bed as the hand came down to kind of, balance itself.
Yeah.
It laid down next to me. I thought my girlfriend had showed up because she was supposed to be there.
Right.
So when I rolled over to try and, cuddle, there was no one there, but there was still an indent in the bed of where a body should be.
Ooh.
And I don't feel like that was as good without any of the build-up.
Yeah, it did kind of lack, because the last time I was actually kind of engaged, and this time I'm like, yeah, there's a ghost.
Yeah.
The end.
Well, that's what we get for rehashing topics. So anyone listening has no idea.
Right.
This was actually our second episode topic, and we lost the entire episode.
And it was back in August.
A technical glitch.
Yeah, it was like a technical glitch back in August. We recorded the second episode.
My laptop decided it didn't want to be a laptop.
Right. It wanted to be a paperweight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a doorstop.
Is it still a paperweight doorstop?
I really haven't done anything with it.
I guess that means yes.
I reinstalled Windows.
Oh, that's a start.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it works.
But I haven't tried downloading anything else.
Right. Well, whatever. Thing works here.
So it's kind of hard to rehash a topic. Even though no one else has heard us talk about it, we've talked about it, and it's not as easy to be engaged.
Right. Well, I think I forget if I told you. I know I told you a ghost story that happened to me, and it wasn't the ghost dogs. It was something else.
I don't remember what you told me anyway.
Yeah.
You could probably retell the same story. I wouldn't know.
That's probably true. Well, the one time I remember I did have a ghostly thing happen in my house. I was like 14, give or take.
That's not a ghostly thing. It's completely normal to have nocturnal emissions.
I thought that was ectoplasm.
That's a different kind of plasm.
It was wet.
Yeah.
And then it was dry because I'd forgotten.
Having your thick dreams?
Yes, it was very thick.
You peed thick?
Is this bone marrow? I heard a comedian say that one time, and I can't remember who it was. But that was great. Oh, my God, what is this, bone marrow? What am I leaking?
I was watching a show with Sierra. It's on Netflix called Big Mouth.
Yeah,
And the coach on there is like 45. He was still a virgin. And he finally lost his virginity, and he kept shouting, "Oh, my God, I'm going to put the thick in the warm." What's wrong with this world?
I've seen that Big Mouth show.
It's so good.
It is pretty funny.
It is so good.
It was decent.
Watch Big Mouth, listeners.
Yeah. You know who else on
And
Netflix?
Randy.
Yeah, and Randy, Big Rock Karaoke. Was that subliminal enough to...
I'm just going to do it that way from now on. Every time his name's mentioned.
Big Rock Karaoke.
His name wasn't mentioned.
Damn it. But he was a pronoun. Whatever. Anyway, there was a comedian on there. His name is Daniel Sloss. Have you watched that on there yet?
No.
He's a kid. He's like 25. He's from Scotland. Fucking hysterical. Very funny. So anybody who has Netflix, which I'm pretty sure is the entire planet, watch Daniel Sloss's stand-up. It's pretty damn good.
Yeah. I watched the Confession Time. It's Bert Kreischer's new one.
Oh, Secret Time.
Secret Time.
Yeah, I watched that.
Time.
Bert Kreischer's hysterical.
Thought about doing that exact same thing through the podcast.
Really?
Just randomly interjecting, like Secret Time.
Yeah.
I mean, I already shared the time that I got shingles from the roof.
But I haven't heard that yet.
Well, someone will hear that story.
Someone will hear it eventually.
If you want to hear the story, tune in to next week
Yes.
or the week after. I don't remember what one it was.
Shingles from the roof. It was chlamydia from the roof.
Clearly, we don't know what order anything's going in.
I do the editing. I know what the order we've done them in is, but not the way we're going to release them.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I wasn't listening. What?
Exactly.
Huh? Anyway, so I was 14.
You were 14.
Yes. One time.
In your nighttime emissions.
Yes.
That's
that
what
we got sidetracked.
Go on.
So I was 14 years old, and it was a Saturday morning, and I had woken up and the house was empty. My parents and my sister had gone to go do something. I forget, go to the mall. I don't know. But I woke up around 11 o'clock or so, and I knew that I had to go do something later. So I said, I'm going to get in the shower. So I get in the shower, and I'm starting to get ready for the day or whatever. And as I'm in the shower, I hear in this old creaky house that we've had for however long, creaky old 1870, 1880. It's an old place. So anytime you walk through the hallway, downstairs, upstairs, up the steps, whatever, it was always creaking like crazy. And you knew when people were in the house. And as I'm in the shower, I hear all these creaking, like people are walking through. So I kind of yell. I'm like, hey, I'm in the shower. Like they couldn't know because I was, water's running and all that. Like they wouldn't have any idea. But either way, I'm telling them, hey, I'm in the shower. I'll be out in a little bit and we can get going. And I get out of the shower. I dry off. I put on clothes and I walk outside or walk out into the hallway. And there's nobody around. I was like, oh, that's fucking weird. It's like, I know I heard somebody. It's really strange. So I'm calling out. They're like, hey, are you guys here? Whatever. Walk downstairs, and you've never been in the house before, but it's a real long house. Like, the front door is obviously on the front.
Size isn't the only thing that matters, sir.
Length?
No, it's all about the girth.
Well, it was wide, too. Anyway, fucking weirdo. Send the dick pics to him. So the front door is at the front of the house. Obviously, there's a living room, a dining room, and a kitchen, and then bathroom, laundry room, and then in the very back of the house, there's a TV room where the computer was, and TV and family room. And that's where I spent a majority of my time. That's where I played all my video games. That's where I hung out a majority of the time. And I had it set up kind of like exactly how a kid would want their video game room to be. I had a chair similar to these, except it was like an actual Lazy Boy chair that had a rotation. Like, it was a rocker that was also, it rotated. But
I've never had enough chairs to take one in and out of rotation.
You're a fucking idiot.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, it was like the computer chair I'm sitting in now, where it would rotate and, you could rock in it. And except it was a Lazy Boy. I go back there.
Sounds comfy. I need a Lazy Boy.
Right, it was. As I'm walking back there, I see movement, but it was dark for some reason. There wasn't very much light that went into the back. And I turn the light on, and the thing is fucking spinning. Just slow enough like somebody bumped it, and shit was rotating. And that was enough for me to basically shit my pants, because I knew there wasn't anybody else in the house, and I hadn't walked back in there yet, and I turned the light on. Shit my pants?
Yes. Did you shit your pants?
I did not. I just showered. I wasn't going to go do that again. I held it in. But I metaphorically shit my pants.
Did you survive?
Yes. Damn. I know. We keep failing that. One of these days, you're going to ask if I survived, and I'm going to say no, and then see how your mind blows up. Bang. So anyway, the chair is moving. I freak out. I run into the basement, and I shut the door, and I'm sitting on the steps waiting for my parents to get home. I don't know why.
The safest place to be when there's an intruder in your house.
I was 14. I wasn't thinking. Remember, I was shitting my pants metaphorically. So I was freaking out. I knew my parents were going to be coming home soon if they hadn't been here already, which, I thought they were. But they weren't, because ghosts were moving chairs around. And I waited for them to get home.
You don't know that. It might not have been a ghost. You might have had a home intruder.
That's true. But either way, the basement helped, because
you might have had somebody trying to break into your house and rob you blind, and you're just like, hey, I'm in the shower. It's all good.
And they're
Take
like,
what you want.
Right. Oh, don't go messing with the thing again.
Oh, I know.
Oh, it sounds better, though.
Does it?
Well, I think you got closer.
It probably got closer.
Yeah, I think you just got closer.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Closer's okay. I like close. I like close with all my friends.
Don't stay that close to me. Get a little bit further away.
No.
Come on.
No.
I don't need to smell your beard.
Hey, who's Jonathan Quaylette?
Oh, he's a builder. He's a vape community.
Is he?
Yeah, I think so.
He is the most recent person to like our page.
Thank you, Jonathan.
What up, Jonathan? Shout out to Jonathan Quaylette. I don't know if I'm saying your name right or not.
I don't think you are. Let me look at it. I forget how to say his last name.
Quaylette?
Maybe.
In any case, what up, Jonathan? Thanks for liking the page.
And
Appreciate having
Kyle
you on
Tippy
board.
was the guy right before that.
I don't know. They always put that one out of order.
Thank you, Kyle.
I'm not going to go down the list and
No,
thank
we're
everybody.
not going to thank everybody. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody.
Most of these people aren't even going to listen.
They just liked it because we bombarded them with invites.
Yeah. 179 people, 30 listens. I don't think I should name everyone.
No.
But I do want to thank anyone who did listen.
Yeah. It's very appreciative. We are very appreciative.
I just don't have a way to track that.
Right. Not that we would thank them all anyway. I mean, we might.
I mean, I'm just dumb enough to do it.
And now this podcast episode is going to be us just thanking people.
Yeah, for the next 4 hours. 30 people to get, or 34 hours to get through 30 people.
That's a long time. Are you going to give like a little biography about each person?
No, a little backstory to how I met them, maybe.
So maybe spell their name phonetically? That might take a little while.
I was thinking about it in the truck right when I pulled in. Like, I could take a bunch of uppers and a bunch of downers and see which ones win.
in the podcast recording?
Yeah, just in the middle of it. Like, I don't do drugs anymore, but it could still be fun.
Do it for the pod.
Like, just...
I got a great fucking story! Whoa, Jesus.
Sorry.
I didn't mean to lose control there for a minute. Turn into fucking Eeyore.
See if my heart either stops beating or just explodes.
Right. And I'm just going to sit and audio record it just to see.
I mean, if I ever did that, you got to get it on video, post it to the Facebook page.
No, we could do that. Die. Quick. Do it. Come on.
Oh, my God. Did I survive?
Yes, you did. Again, I had to give you ass to mouth.
Yes.
I mean, mouth to mouth.
No, no, I want ass to mouth. You're going to give me ass to mouth.
I'm sure you did. I am sure you did.
Oh, Nick. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick gives ass to mouth. And I thought my grandma was a whore.
Grandma, I've never met you, but man, I am so sorry.
Oh, we've come full circle.
That was fast. It usually takes longer to get full circle.
You know what else?
What's that?
Sierra's mother has been listening.
Oh, good.
And
oh, no.
You know what? That one I'm more concerned about than Nana, because Nana at least knows me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Nana knows when I'm joking. Nana knows when I'm playing.
And to this woman, you're just the father of her grandchild.
I am just the dick. I am an asshole.
You're the sperm donor.
I've tried to make jokes, and I've put my foot in my mouth so many times.
No.
And then I have to make apologies that are, I mean, I'm 100% sincere about them. I mean them, because I'm not trying to piss people off.
Right.
But she's going to hear this and just think, how the hell can he talk like that about his own grandmother?
My mom listened to it.
What?
My mom listened to a little bit of the first episode.
Just a little bit?
She heard the first story about the car like backing into the ditch.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't think I want to hear any more of this, and shut it off.
That's probably good.
Yeah. She's like, I don't want to be disappointed in you, so I'm not going to listen to it.
That's probably
like, that's a great idea, Mom.
That's really good, especially since you talked about almost wrecking the dad's car.
Oh, yeah, I did that episode, didn't I? I forgot about that. Yeah, but it wasn't like it actually wrecked. It was just close.
Yeah, but you were still driving like an asshat.
Who's to say? I mean,
Me?
I kind of said it, too, when I told the story. But whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. I know that she listened to some of it. I don't know if I had any other...
I guess we're just going to do responses.
Sure.
Whatever.
Why not? We started with the ghost stories.
We tried.
Yeah. We could talk about Halloween. Costumes. Done any cool costumes?
No.
None?
Not really.
Not one?
Not one cool costume.
I've always had fun. Oh, whenever I really go into it, like I used to take the week of Halloween off to get costumes done. Just to, because I used to kind of go overboard with them.
No, never. I've always been poor.
Well, I never did it like with a high budget. I was always doing shit like on a real, like tight budget.
I've tried hitting up like thrift stores to find specific things.
Yeah.
And then I don't find what I'm looking for, and I just say, fuck it, I'm bored.
Yeah. There was one year I went as the world's tallest Yoda.
We know another world's tallest thing.
Midget.
Yeah. Shout out to Randy Steele.
Big Rock Karaoke. That was stupid. But yeah, I went as the world's tallest Yoda. Like, I'm 6'4", and I made the mask. Like, it wasn't even a mask. I took a mask and I cut the ears. Like, I cut the face out of it so I could use my own face, and had the ears, had the head, and I just painted my face green and I blended it in so it hit it well. I made the entire robe, and I made it long enough where I could walk around on my knees, and I made little knee pads / slippers that had the feet on there So when I walked around, it looked like I had little Yoda feet. And then when I stood up, I put them on my feet, and I had big Yoda feet.
And see, this is what I'm talking about from the first episode. And it's been months since we recorded that. All you're really making is everyone else look bad.
Yeah.
Stop making
I
things.
can't help it. It's a lot cheaper to make stuff. I'm a cheap ass. It's a lot easier to make things than it is to buy things.
Yeah, I agree. Not all of us have that time.
Well, I don't really have the time either. I figure out little bits here and little bits there when I can put stuff together.
I have an idea for what I want to do for my Halloween costume, but there's no chance I'll get it done this year. And I don't have Halloween off anyway.
Yeah.
I never have Halloween off.
Yeah. I took it off this year. I took the whole week off this year, but not because I'm working on a costume, because my son wanted me to take him trick-or-treating. And he's going as Hannibal Lecter. And I'm going to cart him around on a dolly. And he's going to have the mask and a straitjacket on, and I'm going to do all the talking for him.
You going to shave his head?
No, Hannibal Lecter didn't have a shaved head.
He didn't?
No,
he was clean shaven.
Yeah, he was clean shaven.
His head was greased back.
Yeah, which that will do.
Which a Mexican with greased back hair, that's totally not a
Dude, he's only a quarter Mexican. I don't think it counts. He's more closer to you than he is to me. He's more Irish than anything. But
I'm not that Irish.
Well, but you're closer to him than I am. I mean, except for the fact that
I'm only like 5% Irish.
Well, okay, he's got like 45% or something. I don't know. I did the math once.
I'm really Polish.
Yeah? You don't look Polish.
I'm really Polish.
You don't look Polish at all.
Family name is Negroski.
Yeah, but that's not your name.
No, because my mom married my grandma married a German dude, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know what
was she thinking?
I don't know what Grandpa Pop was.
Yeah. He was Grandpa Pop.
He was Grandpa Pop.
Oh, Grandpa Pop. But yeah, I'm taking that off, and I think that following Friday, I'm actually going to go see Big Rock's karaoke. If he's having a thing. If he has a gig.
The Friday after Halloween?
Yeah. November 2nd.
You know what? I could probably deal with that.
Yeah.
I could probably get that off.
Get that night off.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time.
We'll go sing some karaoke.
I'm down.
Yeah.
And since this will be up Tuesday, I'd like to invite anyone listening.
Yeah, why not? Anybody in the Toledo area?
You know what?
Sneaky Pete's.
It should be Sneaky Pete's. I'm going to see if Rock's awake right now. It's kind of a long shot because it's 5 a.m.
Well, he just got off a couple hours, like an hour and a half ago.
That's right. He had a gig tonight.
Yeah,
okay.
He's probably awake. You should call him, and we can put him on the...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that idea so much more.
Yes.
We're going to call him.
Ooh. Oh, I wish I had another input. We could plug it right into the soundboard. But I don't have an input. Or another cord, I don't think.
Speakerphone? That's not speakerphone.
We're going all willy-nilly on this episode.
Randy, answer.
Oh, I hear it. I hear it.
He's not going to answer. Randy, you missed your opportunity to plug your own shit.
Yeah, you did. You giant midget.
Randy. Big Rock's karaoke.
I'm going to call him, too, on my phone. We're going to fucking hit him up.
We keep trying to get him to show up to, guest on it. It's all of his equipment.
Yeah, it
is. He might as well be here.
For sure. He's online, too, that turd.
He's probably playing Fortnite.
He probably is.
Hit Randy up on PlayStation 4. He likes Fortnite. Because he's a 6-year-old boy. I hear it. I hear it.
We're just pissing him off because he's playing the game.
Maybe. So yeah, November 2nd. Most likely Sneaky Pete's on Detroit Ave.
Yep. In Toledo, Ohio.
In Toledo, yeah. Come on
we
down.
We do have some listeners that are outside Toledo now.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
Come on down. You will most likely find both Nick and I there.
Yep. We're the tall people.
I'm the fat one.
I'm the less fat one.
I'm the one that's legal to be here.
He did not answer. Do you want to leave it? Oh, we're recording a voicemail.
I don't think if I talk, he'll hear it.
No, not through the microphone. But...
No, we got to hook him headset
Answer
up.
your fucking phone. Quit playing Fortnite. We're trying to promote your show on our podcast.
How many people just jumped listening?
Sorry.
To this is the low point. This is definitely the low point.
But it's kind of entertaining. Apologies. I forgot that was loud.
You fucking jackass.
Anyway,
People wonder why I'm so messed up. These are my elders. These are the people I'm supposed to look up to.
Dude, I'm barely 5 years older than you.
Barely 5 years old. So what you're telling me is you graduated high school when I was still in junior high.
Yeah.
When I was still like 7th grade.
I think that's technically the same generation, though. We're in the same generational bubble. I mean, granted, you're a millennial, and
I am not a millennial.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Anything born in, 82 and later is considered a millennial.
Not a millennial.
No?
No.
You're a zennial?
What, Gen X?
No, Gen X is...
Or Gen Y?
I guess I've heard different names. I've
Gen
heard
X.
I've heard Gen Y. I've heard Zennials because we're in between the Generation
no idea
Xers
what it
and the
is.
Millennials.
I've had this debate with people.
It's anybody who
I grew up during grunge. I'm not a millennial.
right. Yeah, it's anybody who was had an analog childhood and a digital adulthood. Basically, somebody who is right at the verge of that changing technology. That's just something I read. I know I am.
You know, you are what, a millennial?
No, a zennial.
I was going to say, you were born before 82.
I
I was born in
78.
82.
Okay. Yeah, you're my sister's age.
You have a sister.
I do. She's your age.
What's up?
What
Is she
up?
single?
Yeah.
What up, Nick's sister?
She lives in New York.
Nick's sister in New York. You know what I have? A friend in New York who is a Nigerian prince.
Just send this much money and...
No, legitimately. His name's Tabore.
Wait, he's actually a Nigerian prince.
He's a Nigerian who dresses like a fucking prince, and I'm pretty sure he's a prince, but doesn't want to admit it. He's only in the country studying,
Really?
going to college. Yeah,
How do you know this
met him on
monarch?
PlayStation.
Really?
I played Destiny with him for
No
about a year.
shit.
Yeah, and I didn't know like his name on PlayStation was pretty similar to his own name, and just one day I searched it on Google and found all kinds of pictures
Yeah? Where he's like wearing crowns and shit?
where he's wearing not crowns. They didn't wear crowns, but they were different things. Like headdresses and necklaces and shit.
Really?
Not headdresses, but like headbands and whatnot.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, not like native. I'm pretty sure Tabore is the Nigerian prince
Well, if he
that was
listens.
trying to scam all of us.
He might have been.
I told him I made the joke one day, like,
Yeah.
you know, you scammed a lot of Americans out of their money, and my PlayStation just shit the bed, and I'm going to need a new one. And he said, okay, where do you want me to send it?
Seriously?
I was like, dude, I'm not letting you buy me a PlayStation. I was like, good, because I don't have that kind of money on me.
On him. All he's
Like,
doing is
wait,
call
so-
home.
So you do have that? Are you really the Nigerian prince? He would never answer it honestly.
I wonder if he's just fucking with you.
He might be fucking with me,
That'd be
but
great. That's like a long con. That's really good if he was fucking with you the entire time.
but I mean, anyone who talked to him, they'll tell you the same thing. Tabore is the Nigerian prince.
That's awesome.
So Nick's sister,
Royalty.
we might be able to hook you up with African royalty
There you go.
if you're down for a little bit of the swirl.
She does like to travel.
There you go.
Travel to Nigeria. I don't think she's ever been to Africa now that I think about it. She's been to like every place
I
else.
don't know that Nigeria is the first place I'd want to go to in Africa.
I mean,
Morocco, maybe.
possibly. Egypt.
I'm not
Check
all that
out-
interested in Egypt.
Check out the fucking pyramids, man.
Sand.
Yeah, but the pyramids.
No.
It's not like you're going to Tunisia. You're going to fucking Egypt to get the pyramids. You got
And
fucking Cairo and
they
shit.
got sand.
Yeah, but not indoors.
Do you know how many pearls I would make in my fat rolls?
Ooh, that's repugnant.
I hate sand.
Ugh.
It's coarse and it gets places and you can
Shut
never
up,
clean it all
Anakin.
out.
Quoting fucking the worst Star Wars movie that there is.
I don't know.
Actually, yeah, I don't know. That might
Oh,
not be a
no,
good
I-
statement because Phantom Menace is pretty fucking terrible.
I was gonna say I saw Solo.
I saw Solo too. I actually didn't think
I
it was that
actually
bad.
Didn't really see Solo.
Oh, didn't you?
It was just the first one that came to my head.
Right.
I was trying to think of the most recent one that came out, and I really don't know what it. Not
Last
most
Jedi.
recent. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, Solo was the last one that was most recent,
Yeah, but
but Last Jedi was the
Yeah,
one that came out
okay.
before that. People didn't like that.
I thought Rogue One came out before that,
Rogue One did come out before Last
or
Jedi.
not before, but after.
No, before.
Okay.
God.
I really liked Rogue One.
Rogue One's really good.
I really liked it.
I
And I was
dig
going to throw that one under the bus
No,
just
don't
to
do
see
that.
you get incensed.
Oh, I wouldn't quite get incensed. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, even though it sucks. But no, I really like. Even though I really don't like the Phantom Menace, like I fall asleep almost every time I watch it. I still went and saw it 9 times in the theater.
God. Fanboy.
Oh yeah. Well, think about it this way, dude. When because you were around, like when it came out in the theaters, it was the first time you really got to see a new Star Wars story, lightsaber battles, all that shit in 20-something years. Like it was huge because of that.
Poorly done and rushed.
I don't even know about that. It was too CGI when the CGI wasn't ready for it. Or when the CGI wasn't where it needed to be.
All movies are too CGI. We need more practical effects. I want to see the White House actually blown up. Like in Independence Day.
Yeah.
They built that to scale model and blew it to hell.
That was really cool. I loved how they did that.
16 cameras watching it, and they only had one or two, and I think they got it on the first try.
Yeah, because they did it like upward, like it was a vertical set, and then they did a big like a fire cloud or something and caught it all on video. It is pretty sweet. I loved how they did it.
I want more practical effects.
Yeah. Did you ever see the second Independence Day, that Resurgence?
I did.
That was a shithole of a movie.
I liked it.
Really?
I liked it for what it was. A stupid action movie that you shouldn't take seriously.
I mean, that's exactly right.
That's all it is a summer action movie.
Yeah.
It's not going to move me or make me feel feelings.
I remember going to see the first Independence Day in the theater, and I thought that was awesome.
I saw the first Independence Day on Independence Day at the drive-in.
Nice.
And I couldn't see anything.
Why not?
Because drive-in screens suck.
Oh, I guess it depends on where you're.
They're a lot darker
and stuff. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I couldn't. All I got was the sound.
Right.
So I listened to the whole movie.
Well, it sounded good too. THX and everything.
But it wasn't until we got home and it came out on VHS that I got to see it.
Yeah. You know what I've been thinking about doing since we're talking about movies? I've been thinking about doing because I mean, I'm always trying to find different stuff to watch, new things or even old things that I haven't watched in a long time. Just like to kill time and to have something on, I want to watch stuff. I've been really thinking about going through and like finding a list somewhere of really good Westerns.
You know what?
I fucking love Westerns.
This gives me an idea.
Okay.
Anyone listening, please, 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 hop on the Facebook page. Make a suggestion for something Nick has to watch.
Ooh.
We'll have a poll. Whatever gets the most likes, Nick will sit down and watch it in its entirety.
Beginning to end. Absolutely.
I really hope it's something stupid long, like every single episode of Doctor Who since the 70s.
Oh, God, dude. We can't do old and new Doctor Who. That is way too much.
All of them.
I mean,
all of them.
Apparently, I'm committed to this.
There's got to be some show out there with like 4,000 episodes.
Oh, well,
I'm news.
Sure there is. 60 Minutes. Watch every episode of 60 Minutes. That sounds great.
Oh God, you could watch like the evolution of Leno. I don't know if you'd find every episode of Leno.
I don't think I could find every episode of 60 Minutes or Doctor Who for that matter.
I'm sure you could find Doctor Who. There's enough fans out there.
Yeah, it's probably true.
And you just got access to free cable. Thanks, Nick's mom and dad.
I didn't get free cable from them. I stole their cable password, and I selectively picked certain apps I can watch.
Thanks, Nick's mom and dad.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. But they'll never know that I did because they're not going to listen to this.
Let me get that password.
No. I'm afraid of what you're going to watch because they may one day look it up and be like, Nick, why are you watching this horrible shit on Cinemax?
I'm just going to give it to Sierra. I don't watch anything.
Yeah, that's true.
That was another thing is apparently I've spoken about some things on the previous recordings that Sierra didn't have a problem with at the time, but now that some of our family members are listening, she feels uncomfortable.
Okay.
So we're going to have to edit those out.
Okay, we can do that. That's fine. No problem.
I don't know specifically what. She didn't know specifically what when I asked her. She said, I know you said some things. I don't know what. We're going to have to find them.
I bet I know a couple of them.
I don't remember.
Being the editor and listening to them like 4 or 5 times each, I have an idea of some of the stuff. Now, here's the question. Do you want me to beep it out or do you want me to cut it out entirely? Because I think beeps would be much funnier.
Beeps would probably be much funnier.
Because if it was like,
I'm sure
so the other day while beep was beeping my beep, that would be pretty funny.
I've never said anything like that, have I?
No, but I want you to so I could beep it out because that would be funny.
There's a YouTube channel that does that.
Oh, yeah.
But they throw beeps up in random places where they don't
Jimmy
belong.
Kimmel does that.
It's a fantastic skit.
It's good shit. It's really good. The unnecessary censoring.
Yes.
Yeah. We can do the beeps. That's fine. I can throw a beep in there, too. But maybe we'll cut it out. I don't know. It'd be more fun to do the beeps.
I think it'd be more fun to do the beeps.
Yeah.
I had a whole conversation with her where at the end she was like, you know what, it's just fine. As long as my grandmother doesn't hear. I was like, well, I didn't want my grandmother to hear.
And she found it, so.
It's like, I just don't want my grandma judging me. It's like, I get that. I don't want my grandma judging me, but it's a little late.
Oh, I'm sure it's a little late.
Yeah. She's not going to be happy.
No, not at all. I mean, I could beep all that out too.
I don't think you should.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
I don't think you should.
No beeping.
What I said was said in anger, but it was said in honesty as well.
Don't be angry at your grandma.
I'm always angry at my grandma.
No.
I'm so mad at her.
Why?
'Cause she's only got a couple years left, I'm sure, and I'm going to miss her.
Oh, okay.
And I'm already angry at her for leaving, and she hasn't left yet.
Well, you should go
I
spend
love
some
my
time
grandma.
with her.
I try to.
You should spend as much time with her as possible.
I try. I really do.
And
but
stop
I've got
calling her a whore.
I've got to split my time between my grandmother, my girlfriend, my new daughter, my new daughter's family.
Invite grandma over and the new family over, and then you can just be like, hey, let's watch a movie. Let's watch all the episodes of Doctor Who together.
My family has taken zero interest in
Really?
in my life for a long time. My aunt and my sister are the only ones who know where I live, and they only found out within the last, since the baby was born.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, none of them really care.
I think the only family I've ever had in my
No
apartment.
one loves me.
I love you. In a very non-wet way.
Do you love me?
I love you.
Do you think you could ever love me?
No. Not when you talk like that.
Do you want to go to a club of people we on each other?
I don't understand what the fuck that just happened. Like, what?
Do you want to drink Baileys from a shoe?
What is this? What are you talking about? I don't understand.
What are you doing in my lake?
I don't recognize
I'm going to hurt you.
I don't recognize this.
I like you.
This is frightening. Quit taking your pants off. What are you doing? Jesus. No. We're going to shut the fucking thing off. What the fuck just happened? What are we talking about?
There's a video. You got to look it up. It's called Old Greg. Just look up Old Greg.
I've heard of that weird shit. I tried watching the first 20 seconds of nope, not watching that because it was stupid.
You're stupid.
Apparently. But no, I was not entertained by it.
It's one of those things where I've watched the video probably 20, 30 times.
Yeah.
Can't stand it.
Oh,
I think it's awful to watch.
Horrible.
It is hard to make it through.
Yeah.
When you're sitting there watching it. The only way I can watch it is when I'm making someone else watch it.
Yeah.
So I can sit and look at the horror on their face.
Right. That would probably be better.
What the hell are you making me watch face?
Mm-mm.
But it's got a very strange and bizarre quality.
Yeah.
Because once it's over, it instantly becomes hilarious to quote it.
That's so weird.
It is.
Yeah. When I watched it, like I said, the first 20, 30 seconds, I was like, no, this isn't for me. This isn't funny. This is just stupid.
I fully admit it is a bad video.
Horrible.
And it's not funny.
Nope.
And I think that's why it's so funny to quote it after the fact, is because you're remembering how bad it is at the same time.
That could be. I've seen an awful lot of movies that are terrible but fun to watch.
Who did Poltergeist?
I know Craig T. Nelson was the dad.
Yeah, but who was the director?
I want to say Steven Spielberg produced it.
I think it was... I thought Spielberg was attached. I don't remember.
I think he produced it. I don't think he directed it. I'm going to look it up because I'm curious. Jo Beth Williams was the mom. Let's see more about this movie. Tobe Hooper.
Tobe.
Good old Toby. Well, T-O-B, Toby.
Tobe. That's my new favorite name.
Tobe?
Tobe.
Tobe. I think it's Toby Hooper. But yeah, story by Steven Spielberg.
If you were going to have a son, now, and I realize you're fixed, you can't have any more kids.
I can't.
But if you were going to, say you got some girl pregnant, hypothetically, and you're going to have a son, what do you think you'd name him?
Jamiroquai.
Jamiroquai?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Real talk, before Sierra and I found out that our daughter was coming, before we knew it was a daughter, we were still up in the air, what's it going to be?
Yeah.
If we had a boy, we were going to name him Leonidas.
Leonidas. Really?
Yeah.
100%
Leonidas Odin.
Wow. Jesus. That's some...
Because we wanted him to be beaten up every day.
Yeah. Definitely challenged every day with a name like Leonidas Odin.
We wanted a Leo, but we didn't want Leonardo.
Right.
And we weren't going to settle for just Leo.
Well, there you go. I don't think I would go with Leonidas. And I don't think I'd go with Odin.
But you'll go with Jamiroquai.
No, I was being facetious. That means I was kidding.
Actually, it means sarcastic, but that's okay.
It's all the same. I'm kidding in a sarcastic way.
Okay.
I fucking hate you.
Then why do you invite me over?
I don't know.
Every night I'm at work. Say, hey, you want to come over and record?
Not every night.
Only
when I get off in a decent
hour. You want to come over and record? You want to come over and record? We're recording right now. You're going to message me tomorrow at work. Hey, you want to come over and record?
Maybe.
Get another episode in?
Maybe.
Not really.
Why not?
I don't like you that much. I don't want to see you more than once every fiscal year.
Well, we've already beat that.
Well, I said I don't want to. We don't always get what we want.
That's true. You're fucked.
But if you try sometimes, you just might find
Shut the fuck up.
you get what you need.
You're stupid. Mick Jagger. You don't look like Mick Jagger at all.
No.
Not at all. Well,
No,
although
I'm
he kind of looks like your work boot. So
I'm
maybe
told I look like Action Bronson.
you actually look like Axl Rose anymore. Have you seen that?
Oh,
man?
don't say that.
Have you seen that?
That's so mean.
Him or to you?
To me.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. He looks like you. Better?
No.
He packed on some weight. He looks like Mama Fratelli.
Oh.
Have you seen that meme? He looks like Mama Fratelli from the Goonies.
I have not seen that meme, but I can see it.
Yeah, he looks like Anne Ramsey's.
Holy shit.
It's so bad. Poor old man. Anyway.
You've just taken all the wind out of my
I
sails.
did. Sorry.
I don't know. I can't even go on. Like
Call your grandma a whore again. I'll bet
you
you'll
called
get
me
back on.
fat.
I didn't call you fat. I said Axl Rose looks more like you.
Did you see the picture of Kid Rock?
Yeah, he looks like Dr. Phil.
Like, why does Kid Rock look like Dr. Phil dressed up as Kid Rock?
That's great. I saw that. It made me laugh. I did. Oh,
I
God.
hope he runs for some kind of office.
Oh, Kid Rock?
Yeah.
Oh, for Christ's
He was
sake,
talking
why?
about trying to run for like governor of Michigan or Senate or something.
He'd probably
I don't
get
remember.
voted in, too. He probably would.
I hope he wins.
Why? It can't do anything good for that state.
That state's not doing anything good anyway.
Well, yeah, but it won't make it any better.
I don't see how it could get worse.
What's his running slogan going to be? Ba with the ba, ba dang a dang, diggy diggy diggy?
I hope so.
That would be kind of cool, actually. I'd probably vote for him just on that alone.
If Joe C was still alive and became his running mate, I'd vote 100%.
Yeah?
100%. I don't know if he's going to get a running mate to run for like a Senate seat.
Ooh.
I don't see how
We
that
should
works.
get Coolio to run with him.
Sheryl Crow. They already had the world's greatest duet.
Oh, God, that song.
I would,
You'd vote for him?
speaking of that song,
Okay.
you had said that the dude from Chevy's on Tuesday
Yeah.
is a good friend of yours.
Yeah.
And, while Sierra and I got there early, last Tuesday we went out for the first time since the baby.
Yep.
We got there early enough in the night because they were only going karaoke till midnight.
Right.
And I thought they started at 10 and went till close, like most places
I
would.
think they start earlier than that.
They did. They started it at 8 and we got there at like 9.
Yeah.
And there's only 4 people singing, including myself and Sierra.
Yeah.
And there were 3 groups, me and Sierra, some dude named Joe and his wife, and another group.
Yeah.
And I was talking to your buddy, and he started going on and on. Like, I walked up and was like, me and Sierra are going to do a duet. And he said, please don't let it be Picture. Please don't let it be Picture. Oh, my God, I hate that song so much.
Yeah.
It is the most done karaoke duet in the history of duets.
It
I don't
is.
want to hear it ever again. Yada, yada.
Yep.
I think it was like an hour and a half later as people started showing up.
And that's when they started singing
And I heard Picture, and I looked, I was like, man, it's a really good thing you wanted to hear this song again.
I think I saw on his Facebook that he put on there, like, if somebody else sings Picture one more goddamn time. I think I saw something like that. Yeah, that's a terrible song. It's
Anyway,
overdone, is what
it is. It's very overdone.
Yeah.
If you're going to do karaoke and you're going to do a duet, don't do Picture. Pick a better duet.
Pick anything. I almost always do Paradise by the Dashboard Light by Meatloaf if I'm doing a duet.
Oh, that one was done too.
Yeah.
That one's done out. That one, Picture, and the Grease one.
No, the Summer Lovin'.
Yeah, it's so overplayed. Please stop singing those songs.
I want to hear somebody get up and do a good version of the Ozzy Osbourne, Lita Ford, Close Your Eyes. Close your eyes for me.
I'm not sure I'm familiar with that.
Really?
Really,
That's a
really
good song. It's from the 80s. It's a good tune.
And see, I was thinking like Seether and Amy Lee.
That's a good
Broken.
one. But they got to be good singers to do that, though. Karaoke is not
Not the
known
dude.
for
That's a
good singers.
really easy song.
Yeah,
for
for the
dude.
guy. But for the chick, come on. Amy Lee is fucking goddess.
Amy Lee is fantastic, but she really dumbs it down for that because she was dating the singer from Seether,
Yeah.
and she couldn't show him up too much.
She did anyway.
She did.
She did.
But it's not a difficult song for either side.
Did you hear that she no longer sings like that kind of music at all, and she does like kids music now?
No.
Yeah, she's
Wonder
like
why I hadn't heard from her.
kids something.
She married her therapist.
Huh.
which
Okay.
I feel like is probably a conflict of interest.
Probably. You're all fucked up. Will you marry me?
Yeah.
That sounds weird.
You're in a position of power. You got a vulnerable person
Yeah.
confessing, all their messed up head thingies,
Right.
and you're just going to go ahead and marry them. You're going to be their therapist for years, and all of a sudden they've got money, and now it's, hey, you should totally leave that dude from Seether and marry me.
Right. And it worked, I guess.
And the guy looks like a fucking troll.
Does he?
He's not an attractive man.
Oh, that's a shame.
You'd have to
She's
be.
good looking, too.
She's fantastic
She's
looking.
gorgeous.
She's nothing compared to Sierra, but she's a good looking girl.
Well done.
Thank you.
Nicely done. I had nothing to say. It shows in the silence.
And see, I thought you were getting ready to say something.
I was going to,
Like
but my
you
brain
leaned
just took a
towards the
shit.
mic.
My brain decided just to go, nope, not today.
I was waiting for you to spit your thought out.
I had nothing. I had something, and then it just gone. Just disappeared out of my head.
It's okay.
Yeah, that happens.
You got anything else you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Besides how
karaoke.
great Big Rex karaoke is.
Friday nights at fucking Sneaky Pete's on Detroit.
Every Friday through November
Yeah.
and New Year's. You find me there New Year's too?
Yeah, I'll probably end up being
should
there.
come
If I don't
down.
have the kids, I'll be there.
Come down to Sneaky Pete's.
Yeah. But yeah, so I guess that comes to the close of the podcast.
Maybe.
Question
How long
mark?
have we been doing it?
I don't fucking
What's our
know.
timer? You always leave it so far away.
55 minutes.
55 minutes. That's a fair time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little shorter than usual.
I mean, well, we were trying to shorten them down anyway. We got to like an hour and a half on a couple, and it just became dragging.
I mean, I can still go in there and edit the other ones and shorten them down,
Duh,
shorten them up, whatever.
You've already complained. You've whined too much about editing.
Sometimes it's hard to find spots where it's a clean edit point. Sometimes it's, there's overlapping conversation and you don't want a certain part to be there, so you got to trim it out.
I am so tired of you bitching and moaning and you know what, Nick? That was a great idea you had.
Which?
Huh?
Huh?
The one we were just talking about.
Which one?
I was just trying to make it seem like you edited.
Oh, gotcha.
You're terrible at this.
Your games are stupid.
Who wants to hear my favorite pickup line?
I do.
You do?
Yes. Do it now.
I'm going to do it now, but
Hurry up.
I'm going to... Don't you fucking interrupt me. It's my biggest pet peeve. I will kick you in the arm.
Why the arm?
Because it's easily accessible. It's right there.
It's right there. Good point.
Rubbing your arm.
Get off. Grandma, tell
Don't
him to
take
stop.
My boots off.
Grandma, tell him to quit it.
Rub your
He's
nipple.
touching
with
me
my
in dirty
toe.
ways. Ugh. Pickup line.
Pickup line. So I've been trying to find a way to deliver or start it, and the best way seems to be to walk around angry
Okay.
and like huffing and puffing, but not telling anyone why.
Hmm.
And then when you get that, what's wrong? What's wrong? Nothing. Like, no, what, there's got to be something wrong. What's wrong? Well, if you must know, I'm jealous.
Jealous of what?
Jealous of your heart.
Ugh. Why my heart? Why are you jealous of my heart?
Because it's pumping inside of you and I'm not.
Okay, you redeemed yourself. At first I was like, ugh, I don't understand. This is gross, but that's pretty good.
You thought it was going sweet.
I did. I thought you were...
Flip that 180.
You did. That's a good one. Oh, Rock's calling me.
Rock's calling you?
He's calling me. Hold on.
Oh, he already called me. I missed it.
Oh, you missed it. Hi, Rock.
What's up?
We got you on the podcast recording. We're glad that you called because it was just about to end, but we're going to wait for a minute.
Oh, God.
You have to. You've been sponsoring us, and we've been plugging your name all episode, but we wanted you to do it, so get on it.
Well, next Friday I'll be at Sneaky Pete's Bar on Detroit Avenue.
Yeah,
We weren't sure if you were
next to
there.
Club Chablis,
next to Club Chablis.
wherever the hell it is.
Yeah, it's the strip
Chaplips.
club. Chaplips. Chaplips?
Chaplips. Next to Club
Club
Chaplips.
Chaplips.
Yes, that sounds like a real fun strip joint. Are you going to be doing it November 2nd?
November 2nd. Let me check.
Because I have that whole week off, and on that Friday I plan on coming to sing with you.
Let's see.
He's singing now. He's already ready.
It's November 2nd, right?
Yes, November 2nd. That's a Friday.
You can't hear me.
I am not.
You're not?
What?
No, I'm there.
Heartbroken.
This is going to be the 26th.
That's the last
I'll
day.
be there. And then I will be there November 16th, November 23rd, and November 30th.
What happened to the second?
Yeah, the second's the day that matters because I'm able to come that week.
Does he have any gig that day?
Do you have anything else that day?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well,
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Big Rock is available to be booked on November 2nd.
yes. If anybody is interested and owns a business that wants karaoke on November 2nd,
I don't care what that business is.
it can be a tire shop. For
If
all
you
I
make
care.
flyers for pizza places.
If you work at Kinko's and you want to have karaoke on November 2nd,
We'll have a Kinko's karaoke.
that would be awesome, actually.
I will go to Kinko's and I will sing
I'd
my
sing
ass
karaoke.
I
off.
have set up in Sam's Club.
You have what? Really? You've set up in Sam's Club before?
Yeah, we had a Christmas party. We still had people in there shopping, and I set up for karaoke.
That's awesome. Call Sam's Club. See if they'll do it on November 2nd.
I don't think the manager would, or the general manager would have me back.
What did you do to the general manager?
Don't. No.
Nothing to the general manager.
Well, what
I
happened?
think I helped one of the assistant managers end up in
Oh, don't admit
a
a
padded
felony.
room for a while.
Okay, that's
In
not
a
a felony.
padded room
Yeah, he had a breakdown.
because of karaoke?
No.
I was gonna say, nobody's ever told me this shit's dangerous.
It's hazardous to your mental health.
Well, with you and
Karaoke
Jason sing, it
kills.
is quite dangerous because you guys sing and panties drop.
Oh,
Oh, will
stop
you
it.
stop it? We're gonna hang up on you. That's crazy talk.
Panties are already off by the time they see me.
Yeah. Did you hear?
Touche.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, we're gonna hang up on you because, like I said, we were just about finishing up. So you'll be able to hear yourself on a recording finally.
We've been trying to get you to come out and guest spot.
You're too busy playing
You know what? I
Fortnite.
almost swung by, but I was tired.
Not
I
tired
actually had
enough.
the ringer off on my phone.
Oh, did you?
The whole thing is he just doesn't want to
Yeah.
have to bring his own mic.
Right. Yeah. He doesn't want to bring a third mic over. He wants to sit on somebody's lap.
He knows he won't get it back.
No, one of you two would have to sit on my lap.
Not it.
I'll sit on your face.
Yeah, Jason, sit
Wouldn't
on
be
your
the first
face.
time, Nick.
Whoa.
Nick,
Wait, what?
he thinks I'm you?
That's messed up.
I think you sat on my lap before.
He doesn't
briefly.
know us apart.
Oh, maybe I have. I don't know.
He doesn't know the difference between us.
There's
Our
been
voices
so
are
much
different
shit with you guys,
That's true. That's true.
and it's all been interesting.
Interesting.
Interesting is a good way to put it. Yeah.
It's not a good
Understand it.
describer. It's not a
Oh.
flattering describer.
It just works.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what. The next time we do a recording, I'm going to get another cable, and we're going to set the phone up to talk through the.
I don't like this idea. at
Why
all.
not? I think it'd be good.
I don't like the idea. I don't
No,
like
I
the
don't
sound
think
of the
it'd work
phone.
That way, you'd have to have the splitter mic cable.
Well,
I don't like this. I don't like the sound of the phone coming through. I think that's just going to create too many technical problems.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. All right. Well, that's it. Randy, you want to send us off?
Sign you off.
Yeah, you want to send us off in the recording?
Sing us off, Randy.
Yeah, sing us a
Belt
song.
out, stand up, and shout.
No, I would wake up anybody within 3 houses from me.
That's why I wanted you to
Yeah,
do it.
why-
It's only
why do-
5:30 in the morning.
Why do we care about that?
We're not there. We don't live with your family.
Exactly. How is that going to hurt us?
Hey, give your mom a hug for me.
Give my mom a hug for you?
Yeah, give your mom a hug for me.
I'll do that when I see her.
I
I
have-
have to find out who in the hell got my Dollar Shave Club thing because I can't find it. It said it was delivered today.
I'm not sure how one ties in with the other. But
No, I'm
all
not
right.
really sure that that's connected.
No, they would get the mail because I was at work.
Oh, I see. Your mom would have gotten the mail. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, it was one of my aunts or my mom. You know, I got the whole grandma's boy thing going on
Right.
here.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, you know what? Your mom
Good,
needs
I'm
the
never
help.
here.
Your mom needs the help.
You're a good son.
Well,
You're a better son than Jason is a grandson. I'll tell you that.
Oh God, don't. You know what, Randy? Just listen.
God.
You'll
Come
find
on.
out.
That hurt me listening to that.
No, you'll find out.
You'll hear in a little while.
That killed.
You haven't heard yet. Wait until you hear this recording.
That killed. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I love you, Nana. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Nana.
Oh, it was great. I'm so glad that I'm not the person to start insulting family members. It was you. I love it.
Well, while I'm insulting family members, all of my sisters are batshit crazy.
All right.
And you know what? I'm just going to stop. That's going to open up a whole nother can of worms.
We can always
Come
edit that.
on,
Next episode.
Batshit crazy. My grandfather, who's an alcoholic, and he's a kleptomaniac, used to steal brass letters off of headstones.
Well, we've all been there.
Who hasn't? Who hasn't woken up from a drunken night with just a million letters on the floorboards of their cars?
Headstones, beat them with the hammer, then take them to the scrapyard and get money so he could buy more Mogan David.
I used to steal headstones.
Really?
No.
Oh.
No, but I did steal lawn ornaments for a while. We drive around for a month.
Like gnomes?
Like, we found a couple. Yeah, we got a couple
cool,
gnomes.
Cool.
We got
Bird baths?
the goose.
The goose.
The geese.
Geese.
We had
Gorillas?
goose. We named them Gustav and Noma Gusta.
Those are good names for geese. Did you ever steal a gorilla?
I've never seen a gorilla.
There's one over on South Avenue. Or on Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got time for a road trip?
Sure, why not? Let's go. Steal some monkeys.
We'd steal them and get a bunch of them and
Wait, is that
put 'em-
the bronze or concrete gorilla?
It's the concrete gorilla, yeah.
That was given as
How does Randy know about?
memento for somebody who works
knows
with
all.
the zoo.
Really?
She used to live in Harvard Terrace.
I don't think that's true, Randy. I don't think that's something that's true.
She was across the street from me, and she was carrying a small one.
That doesn't sound like something that's true. You made that up.
I mean, this one's a big
I
monkey.
wish I did.
This
I
thing's-
wondered what the
How
hell
can
she was
you
doing
hear
with
me?
a small concrete gorilla.
How does this man? I'm speaking into the mic. He's not hooked up to the
Maybe
mic.
I just have a really good phone that has a good speakerphone.
Am I coming through your headphones to your phone? I don't.
Yes, I can hear Jason.
Whoa. Well, wonders never cease. Fucking technology, man. All right. We're going to hang up with Randy and we're going to sign off. Will you stop making out with the microphone? God, you're trying to go down on it like it's a fucking dick.
I did that last time too. I think.
Wait,
Keep
that's
on
one of
doing
my stupid animal tricks.
You go down on microphones too?
I can deep throat a microphone, yes.
Ladies
Well.
and gentlemen, Big Rocks karaoke.
Where he performs fellatio on microphones regularly.
And if you bear it, he will kiss it.
All right. On that note, this has been Smoky Room Stories. I've been Nick. That's been Jason. And we've had Randy on the phone. And
Our first guest.
Our first quasi guest, because he's not really here. He's here in spirit and
He's
on the phone.
everywhere. He's like Jesus.
He is like Jesus with a big old ghetto booty.
Yeah. Ghetto booty Jesus.
No, I would be more of the Mexican Jesus. Just call me Jesus.
Jesus. All right. Well, on that note, it's
Full of
time to close
tamales
it
and
up.
tacos.
Shut up, Randy. We're hanging up
We're
now.
trying to close up shop here.
God damn it. You do it. in-
Closing up shop takes about 24 and a half minutes. You
No.
know this.
Randy.
Sometime.
Randy.
Yes.
We
yes,
love you. Goodbye.
yes.
Bye, Randy.
We love you, Toodles.
See you guys. I love you guys. I'm sure this is going to be a fantastic episode. I can't wait to hear it.
Oh, God. I don't know about all that. We'll do
Yeah.
it our best.
It went downhill the second he
It
answered
did.
the phone.
All right.
It
Later,
went downhill
brother.
the second he hit record.
Later, guys.
See ya. Oh, and that was Randy.
I love Randy.
He's a fun guy.
I'm so bummed. I guess we're not going.
Yeah, we'll have to
karaoke.
figure out something else. I know on Saturdays there's another buddy of mine has another gig at Andy's on Saturdays, so that's an option.
Saturdays are harder than Fridays for me to get off.
Yeah.
Because I'm competing against 35 dudes with high seniority.
They may have it on Fridays too. Now that I
don't
think
know.
about it, I'll find out.
Let me know.
Yeah,
We'll see.
but either way,
We'll post an update.
yeah. Well, this has been. I almost said this has been Big Rocks Karaoke, but it hasn't been.
This has been Big Rocks Karaoke.
Kinda. This has been Smoky Room Stories. I've been Nick, and that's been Jason.
Brought to you
and
by Big Rocks Karaoke.
Brought to you by Big Rocks
Who can
Karaoke.
deep throat a microphone.
He clearly can. I think it's because he's hungry.
I'm going to make him prove it.
Oh, we're going to put that on the fucking...
I'm going to take a picture,
Yeah,
make him prove it.
Put that on Facebook. And speaking of Facebook, you can contact us on Facebook at Smoky Room Stories and through our email address at smokyroomstories@gmail.com.
just smokyroomstories@gmail, not at smokyroomstories@gmail. You don't need the two
yeah,
and sign or at signs.
That's so
it's kind of
confusing.
redundant.
Yeah, it's really.
You don't need that.
No, you don't.
Smokyroomstories.podbean.com.
Yeah, that's where our hosting site.
That's
yeah.
where we're putting our stuff up.
Yeah.
And by this time next week, you should be able to listen to us on iTunes and Spotify if you'd rather do that.
Yeah. I think there's other podcast apps that people use. I know I use a different one. I use like Podcast Go or something, but I'm sure we can figure out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But yeah, this has been
a shit show.
Yeah. An entire shit show.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is what happens when we don't have a topic.
Yes.
Or when we have a topic and we just abandon it midway through.
Totally abandoned it. All right, enough of that. That's been the episode. So, pieces?
Deuce.
Fucking Christ, I'm tired. All right, we'll see you later. Bye.
Sayonara.